All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Imagine, for a second, a world that just suddenly flips upside down. Mysterious, deadly tombs burst straight out of the earth, and inside them, sentient, magical artifacts called relics. Now, these aren't just old, dusty trinkets. They grant absolute, godlike powers to whoever holds them. But there's a catch. They harbor a deep, violent hatred for humanity. So, in this chaotic New World Order, whoever controls the relics literally controls the globe. Welcome to the incredibly thrilling, cutthroat saga of the Relic Abuser.
So here is our hook. What exactly would you do if you did everything right, played strictly by the rules, and were rewarded with a literal knife in the back? Our main guy, Seo Ju-hoon, was the absolute best tomb raider in the business. Every single day he risked his life to secure these powerful relics for his employer, the ruthless chairman Kwon Tae-jun. And his reward for all that loyalty? Kwon sets a trap in a deadly tomb, slaughters Seo's entire team, and leaves Seo to die like a disposable asset. But, right as his life is fading out, this mysterious godlike crow relic speaks to him. It asks if he has what it takes to claim the throne. In a flash, the crow miraculously rewinds time, sending Seo exactly 15 years into the past.
Section 1. Betrayal and Second Chances.
Okay, so Seo has been given this incredible second chance, but let me tell you, he did not come back to make friends. He came back to get rich, get revenge, and steal every single overpowered relic for himself. He wakes up on January 1st, 2025, completely unharmed. And he immediately realizes the sheer magnitude of his advantage here. The Great Catastrophe, the era where these tombs and relics threw the world into total chaos, well, it hasn't fully kicked off yet. He's got 15 years of future knowledge locked in his brain. He knows which tombs will spawn, where they'll appear, and exactly how to beat them. Armed with all this, he makes a very dark vow. He's going to monopolize all the relics before anyone else even gets a chance.
You can immediately see this massive, fundamental shift in his character. The old Seo, he was the exploited employee. He played by the rules and just handed over his hard-earned loot. But the new Seo is a completely different beast. He is the Relic Abuser. He's completely ruthless now. I mean, when he needs startup cash for his new operations, he tracks down these abusive art gallery owners who basically treated him like a slave in his youth. He violently beats them and their thugs to a pulp, exposes a drug smuggling ring hidden in their art, and bags a massive police reward. He is totally done being a pawn.
And thanks to that mysterious crow, Seo actually starts seeing these glowing lit RPG-style system windows floating right in the air in front of him. He gets this new quest to awaken 4 basic tomb raiding skills. First up is Spy, which lets him inspect items up close. Then there's Linguistics, so he can read ancient rune glyphs and actually communicate with the relics. Tomb Excavation is absolutely essential for surviving the deadly traps. And finally, Nimble Fingers, which boosts his ability to steal and repair items. He needs all 4 of these to become the ultimate Tomb Raider.
Section 2. Awakening the Tomb Raider. So right outside his apartment, the ground violently erupts. The very first massive tomb has just appeared. And remember, inside are these relics, sentient magical artifacts that absolutely despise humans. When this first tomb opens up, heavily armed teams from the CIA and a Japanese excavation group show up immediately to claim it. But honestly, they are complete amateurs compared to him. Seo uses his newly awakened linguistic skill to read the hidden rune glyphs on the ground, casually bypasses all the military blockades, and slips into the tomb right under their noses. Once he's inside, Semyo runs into this giant, monstrous white snake guarding a lake. The snake tries to trap him with the classic Aesop's Fable honesty test, asking if he dropped a gold or silver dagger. But Semyo knows the lore for sure. He knows this specific relic drives its users to become literal serial killers. So instead of playing along with the game, Semyo just draws his blade and violently slices the monster's mouth open. He physically beats the creature until it drops its disguise and completely surrenders the golden and silver axes to him.
Now, this brings up a good question. How do you actually control these dangerous artifacts? Well, there are 3 methods in this world. First is socialization, which means building a friendly bond. But guys, this is a total trap. Friendly relics release a poisonous aura that slowly makes the user terminally ill. That's exactly how Seo suffered in his past life. The second method is compatibility, which is just a rare natural match. Pure dumb luck. But Seo? He chooses the third path, domination. He decides right then and there that he will forcefully break every single relic's will, demanding complete obedience through sheer terror and willpower.
Section 3. The Path of Domination.
Having chosen this brutal path, Seo's journey takes him straight to Times Square, where a second, highly lethal tomb literally rips the city street apart. Inside this new tomb, a cocky Japanese relic user pulls a modern handgun on Seo and threatens to shoot him. But here's the thing. Inside a tomb, relics make the rules, modern tech is useless. Seo calmly tells the guy to go ahead and pull the trigger. He does, and the modern gun instantly explodes right in his own hand. Seo effortlessly outsmarts him, tossing the wounded amateur straight into a pit of mud zombies.
Turns out the boss of this tomb is the cursed Muramasa katana. It's a blade steeped in centuries of historical bloodshed. When Seo finally finds it, the relic demands 10 human sacrifices in exchange for its power. Seo's response? It's wild. He literally grabs the legendary razor-sharp blade with his bare hands and physically crushes it, utilizing his path of domination. He completely ignores the severe cuts to his own hands and just bends this bloodthirsty sword to his will without sacrificing a single innocent life.
Section 4. Destroying the Future Guide. Of course, Seo's interference hasn't gone unnoticed. The Japanese excavation team has a terrifying weapon of their own, an S-rank prophetic relic called the Future Guide, and they are using it to track his every single move. But here is how Seo tactically dismantles this threat. Step 1. He tracks down Sasaki, the young girl possessed by the relic, and isolates her by faking a romantic date. Step 2. When her armed military guards inevitably intervene, he completely neutralizes them using a magical rope relic. Step 3. He traps Sasaki in a cafe and ruthlessly forces her to write out the entire future prophecy into notebooks. And finally, Step 4. Instead of killing the girl, he draws his sword and shatters the S-rank relic right off her body. This move frees her and earns him the epic system title Destroyer of Evil Relics.
But what he actually gets from those notebooks changes absolutely everything. The extracted prophecy points to a massive event occurring in the underworld of greed, which Seo instantly deduces is the secret Midas auction house over in Las Vegas. And even better, the prophecy indicates his former boss, Chairman Kwon Tae-jun, is going to be there using a fake identity. So, yeah, it is definitely time for a reunion.
Section 5. Goddess of Failure.
Arriving in Vegas to infiltrate the auction, Seo meets a truly terrifying new character, Irene Holton. In the future, she's famously known as the Goddess of Failure. She is possessed by a divine rank relic that radiates catastrophic bad luck. I mean, just standing near her causes businesses to burn down and people to suffer horrific accidents. The entire auction house literally flees in terror when she walks through the doors. But Seo, his stats and his luck are so incredibly high that he completely withstands her aura like it's nothing. Realizing she's actually a kind person cursed by an evil relic, he helps her control her powers and recruits her catastrophic bad luck to his own side.
Section 6. Trials of Egyptian Gods. And Seo is going to need Irene's help immediately, because this Las Vegas auction turns into an absolute war zone. Chairman Kwon Tae-jun gets cornered, and his relic goes totally berserk. It forcibly drags Seo right into the domain of Anubis, the Egyptian god of the dead. Suddenly, Seo finds himself dropped onto the massive scale of judgment, completely surrounded by this endless swirling army of mummies, ghosts, and undead monsters.
To survive this, Anubis forces Seo to face a deadly number, 42. He has to answer 42 impossible questions of sin. But here's the catch. It's a completely rigged game. No human alive can answer these questions without sinning, and the whole trap is specifically designed to weigh Seo's soul down so he can be fed to a towering, horrifying monster.
Just as the undead horde is about to tear him apart, we get this massive plot twist. The mysterious crow relic, the very one that sent him back in time, intervenes. The crow literally laughs at the Egyptian gods and unleashes the blinding, overwhelming power of the sun god Ra. The sheer force of this divine light completely shatters Anubis' dimension, rescuing Seo and proving that his unseen benefactor possesses unimaginable, world-breaking strength.
Seo emerges victorious from the chaos, and his crew is rapidly expanding. He rescues Yu Jae-ha, who is a master forger and an essential relic repairer, saving him from Kwon's thugs. He fully secures Irene Holton's loyalty by using a magical apple tree relic to cure her family. And alongside his ridiculously overpowered combat tools, like the Muramasa katana and the golden axe, he has the backing of the mysterious crow. In record time, Seo is scaling up in power, wealth, and resources. He is monopolizing everything exactly like he promised.
But as we wrap up this explainer, we are left with a pretty chilling reality. The crow explicitly warns Seo that the most ancient, powerful relics in the world have noticed his brutal rise. They absolutely despise humans who refuse to be controlled, and they are turning their collective gaze directly toward him. So, with the world's greatest relics marking him as a prime target, what ancient terror will the crow unleash next? Well, you're just gonna have to keep following Seo's incredible journey to find out.